Hi guys, hope you're all okay. Welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do a bit of an unboxing and review video today on a new little radio that I got actually a while ago. I just haven't got around to reviewing it or even looking at it really. It's not been out of the box. It's the Baofeng K-35 and I saw this on eBay really cheap. It was like less than 15 quid. So I thought I'd pick one up. It's sort of like the ugly brother of the Baofeng BF888 series of radios. I thought for that price it wouldn't hurt to have another one in the collection, and it was a model that I didn't have, so I thought I'd pick one up. So I'm going to bring the camera in and we'll have a quick look at what's inside the box, and we'll go through setup, programming and all those sorts of things. Okay, so all these radios come in these generic style boxes because they're basically just reshelled versions of each other. So you can see here we've got a little box that says professional transceiver on, all sorts of bits and pieces with a Baofeng branding on. I'm not going to go into all that really, what's written on the box, but if we look inside we've got the user manual here, which is seems okay. It's just sort of basic Chinese translated into English, but it's pretty straightforward. It just tells you how to install everything onto the radio, so we'll put that to one side. We've got a little lanyard clip there, which you get with all these sorts of radios. We've got yet another one of these little Chinese plugs. I must have about 60 of these now, just to convert the plug on here to your 3-pin at home. We've got the little charging base here, which seems pretty average just to drop the radio into. We've got a little UHF antenna here, which is rated at 400 to 480 megahertz there. These are alright, they're not the best, but they're okay. We've got a lithium ion battery pack there, which is 7.4 volts, 1800 milliamp hour. You can see it's got the branding of the radio there, the Baofeng BF-K-35, and it's quite different styling really to the standard BF888S. We've got the belt clip there, and then of course we've got the radio itself, which you can see there. It's the Baofeng K-35. PTT button on the side there, which little rubber cap looked like it was coming out there, but that's been pushed back in. We've got monitor buttons and well, 2 programmable function buttons on the side there. We've got the speaker mic socket here. We've got the on and off button and volume knob there, and then we've got the channel select switch on there, 16 channels. Little UHF antenna socket on the top, and then an LED flashlight there. Not sure how useful you guys find them. I certainly never use them, but they seem to be a staple of these Baofeng radios now. So yeah, you can see it's less than 5 watts. I would imagine this will put out around 1.5, 2 watts, nothing more than that. So yeah, we'll just put this package into one side and we'll install the battery. So the battery just slides on like so, clips into place, and you have a battery release button at the bottom there that just slides on and holds in place. The belt clip, actually you undo these 2 screws and that just screws on, but we won't do that for now. That's quite straightforward. And then of course the little UHF antenna screws into the top, and you're ready to go. It's pretty straightforward to set up. So if I show you a comparison with the the BF888S, we've got the yellow model here. You can see a similar radio. We've got like the TX and RX indicator, the LED flashlight, the microphone socket are all in the same place. So these are probably a similar chassis inside, to be honest, just in a different plastic shell. You can see everything is sort of in the same place on the side. In fact, the antennas are exactly the same. So yeah, these are just sort of like a reshelled version of the same radio. They do exactly the same thing, but I just thought I'd pick one up and show you. So what we'll do, we'll have a look at programming this radio. We'll get it programmed up and look at the software. I don't know where I'm going to get the software from. I'll have to do a bit of digging. I would have thought it'll program as a BF888S, but you never know with these radios due to the firmware and stuff that they have inside them. But yeah, we'll get the laptop and we'll give this a go and see if we can get it to program, and then we'll do a power test as well. Okay guys, so this is the programming software. I'm just using the A88S PC software, which you can download just by searching in Google. This is probably the 2nd or 3rd attempt at programming this radio, because I came across a problem. You can see here where we've got voice enunciation, Chinese or English, no matter what you do, it will always come out at Chinese. So these radios don't have the channels printed on the dial across the top of the channel selector, so you won't know what channel you're on unless you count. So it's handy to have the voice, and it doesn't come out in English, unfortunately. So that is a bit of a downside, but other than that, I've now got it to program pretty straightforwardly. So we open the AAAS software here, plug your radio in, and then you just need to select your communication port, which in this case is communication port 4, and press OK. These radios just take the standard Kenwood type programming cable for Baofeng radios, so you don't need to get a different cable. So we've got the frequency range here, so ours is 400 to 470. We can turn Vox on and off here, which we're going to leave off. We've got the squelch level, which I always turn down to 1. Timeout here we'll have off unless you want one on, but this is basically the timeout timer, so it'll stop transmitting after a certain amount of time. We'll keep that off. Chinese, again, like I say, Chinese or English, it's still going to come out as Chinese, which is annoying. But yeah, that's just one of the downsides of these radios. Side key here, we've got 2 side keys, so if you press it, we can have it to monitor, open the squelch, select the power level or the emergency alarm, so we'll just have that to monitor. Scan mode is time or carrier, so basically it'll resume scanning after a certain amount of time or when the carrier drops. I'll keep it on carrier because I don't use scan on here anyway. We've got beep tone here for the buttons, we've got the scan function on and off, we've got battery save, voice function, which we want on, in English ideally, but that's not going to work, so we'll just keep that as off. And then FM radio function, I've never been able to get that to work on these radios, so we'll just leave that as off. And basically it's similar to all the other radios I show you how to program. We've got the RX frequency here, so on a simplex channel we'll put 145, sorry, not 145, it's UHF radio. We'll put 433525. CTCSS for decoding, so that's for receiving, you can select there. Transmit frequency will have the same because it's a simplex channel. You can turn your CTCSS or DCS code encoding on to send a tone out. Add it to the scan list, we'll click no, scans off anyway. Wide or narrow. TX power will keep us high on here. Busy lockout will turn off, and scramble we're going to turn off on this radio. So that's a simplex channel programmed. For a repeater, it's very, very similar. You put your receive frequency in, which is the repeater's output. So we'll put 433350 in there. We don't want to decode a CTCSS, but we do want to encode one. In this case, for this repeater, it's 82.5 Hz, and the TX frequency is the repeater's input, which is 434950 on this occasion. Leave these all the same, and that's basically a simplex channel and a repeater programmed in. And then all we need to do then is click write and write the data to the radio, and you'll see it'll give you a percentage there. And then when that's done, you can just unplug the radio and off you go. Okie doke, so we've got the radio powered on and connected up to the little GY561 power meter here. And if we switch it on, and we'll just key up, and we'll have a look at the power setting. Okay, so you can see 446 there is 1.9 watts. So that's sort of about average what you get out of these radios. It's enough for short field comms, pretty similar to the rest of the BA888S family anyway. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. 1.9 watts around PMR. It won't change that much around 70 centimeters or any other frequencies really. It'll be around the 2 watt mark. So yeah, that's exactly to be expected. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Just a basic sort of review and setup video there on the Baofeng K-35. I think for the styling and the little programming issue and the cost, I'd be tempted to go for the Baofeng BF888S. This is about £5 cheaper than this, and they are the same radio. And of course, there's a bit of a software bug in this that allows you, well, which means you can't change the voice from Chinese to English. And I always have the voice on because you know what channel you're on. On these radios, you don't have the numbers written down on the dial like you do with the Baofeng BF888S. So that's just a couple of things to bear in mind. But other than that, it's not a bad little radio. It's to be expected for the price. I'll be comparing these head to head on a range test at some point in the near future, guys. So stay tuned for that. And with that, I'll say 7-3. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed already, click the subscribe button. And any feedback, comments, suggestions, anything like that, then drop me a comment in the box below and I'll get back to you. And with that, I'll say 7-3. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.